I came here for a good time, watching K-pop, and I get this. Okay, it's Sunday, it's Mother's Day, and I've got things to do. These are all my things. Some of them should have gotten done a while ago. Some of them need to be done today. So we're gonna get started with garbage. That seems like an easy one. I also have to clean up all of this. That's done. Next. I mean, the vlogs kind of need to get done and I can get 2 in 1. I could go check to see if the response is there. I'm gonna do response. Yeah, that's next. So this isn't gonna get done because I am the only one to have responded, so I can't get that done. But it does say it's now due on the 11th of May, so I'm gonna change the due date over here to the 11th of May. I've added 3 more things because they need to get done, but I'm going to do uncertainty for Korean first. Okay, so uncertainty is done. I guess I'll do this next. Done. Okay, I think the easiest one is to just do laundry, just get that over with, and then that'll be cleaner than it is now. So that's what I'm gonna do next. Here's the thing, I got everything done except the bullet journal, so the monthly cover page and the at a glance. I don't want to do those right now. I got everything else done. I don't remember how much I started with, probably something like 10, and now I have 2 things. So I'm feeling good, and I'm just gonna call it done. So that was getting things done on a Sunday. That's what I did. I got all my stuff done, well, most of my stuff done. Everything that really matters done is done. And now I only have 2 overdue tasks instead of like 4 or 5. Which is nice, and I can get those done at any time, or not at all. They're not necessary tasks. So, thanks for being a motivator. I'm gonna go watch YouTube or something. I just fell asleep in the bath. Do I feel like a prune all wrinkly and dehydrated? Yes. Was it better than the sleep that I've had in my bed for the past week and a half? Also, yes. Did I have things that I needed to get done and didn't get done? Absolutely. But now I have to go FaceTime with, well, I don't have to. I'm going to go FaceTime with Megan now. And hopefully I can get things done afterwards and stay up late to be more tired so that I can make up for the sleep that I took, because things are due today and I didn't get them done. I took a bath and I fell asleep instead. How is his mouth that big? Ignore the birds. It's once again the weekend, and I once again have a bunch of overdue tasks that I haven't looked at in a while. Haven't started, haven't even thought about them. I also have 2 essays that are due on Monday. It's Saturday, and I haven't even started those, so I've got to get those done. I have another essay that's due on Friday that I haven't even looked at the prompt for, so that has to at least get started. It's 10 o'clock because I spent all of my morning watching a drama instead of doing my work, which I said I was going to do, but I didn't. So, oh well. Today is, I guess, a study with me day and a catch-up day. It's Saturday, so I've got time. I just don't want to do it last minute Monday and turn it in Monday night. So I'm gonna get it done. And I'm not gonna spend like 20 minutes procrastinating talking about how I'm going to get it done. I'm just going to get it done. I might take you along with me, but this place is a mess, so maybe not. There are 31 tasks that need to get completed today, so I guess we're just gonna get started. We're gonna get started with the essay. The essay is first. The essay is the most important. Let's get going. I finished it! Aha. And it only took me 70 minutes. Did I get everything done? No. Did I get anything done? Yes. Look, I got 2 things on my list done, and I did 4 things today. I went on a walk, I did my essay, and I edited videos. I also journaled and read. Compared to the last few days, I did a lot. I wrote an essay, guys. Essay. It was 6 pages long. It wasn't good. But it's done. I am going to take a shower and not do anything else because it is now 4 o'clock, 4:30, 4:13. It is 4:13. I feel like I have to show you now. It's 4:13. And I don't think I can get anything else done today, so we're just gonna leave it for tomorrow. Yay. I went to sleep with wet hair. Oh no. Anyways. Ignore that. It's now 9 o'clock. I've been awake for 5 hours. It's 9:30. I've been awake for 5.5 hours. And I haven't done anything. And I have 2 essays to write and 12 things to get done today. So we are going to get started. My mom edits documents. Wouldn't say for a living because that's not her job anymore, but she does it for fun. And so she looks at all of my essay, which is very nice of her. And this is the one that I wrote today, and I've got some notes. I spell everything the British way, so I use S's instead of Z's, so that's always a point between us. I think that the British way of spelling is prettier. I also think it makes more sense. I automatically add the U, and the Z's just difficult to reach when you're typing, so I prefer the S. And it's not incorrect, so I will continue to fight on that subject. The reason I turned this on is because it is now 3:30, and I've done absolutely jack shit. I don't feel great. Not like a sick way, just like a mental way. I get my 2nd dose of the vaccination on Tuesday, the 18th. And I have finals this week, and then I have a week, and then I'm going up to Idaho with Megan. So I have to like get ready for that, not just in the packing and the cleaning, but like the mental capacity of not being at home. The thing is, being at home all of the time and not going to work is really great in terms of I don't feel like always exhausted, but it's kind of bad in terms of building up. I don't know how to describe it, but essentially when I was at Cornish, before things got really bad, I was afraid to leave my room, my space, and then it spiraled out of control, and I feel like I'm getting to that point now whereas I couldn't before because I was at work and I had a bunch of other like external, I don't want to say sources because that makes me sound like a computer, but external stimuli, which I don't think I'm getting now, and I don't know if that's the problem because I honestly feel better than I ever did at work. Like I'm gaining weight, which is something that I need to do. I don't have constant migraines. I'm realizing now that I panicked every time I put my mask on. I thought it was because like the mask made me feel claustrophobic, but now I realize that putting the mask on meant I was going to work, and that's what was bothering me more than the mask itself. Like I don't mind the mask so much anymore because it's not signifying that I have to go into work. Work really, it was fine, and then 2020 hit and it was no longer okay, and I received absolutely no support from the management. There are, I would say, 2 people over the entire course of a year who actually supported me and the rest of the team, and everyone else was kind of like, meh, so I'm not surprised. But anyway, I feel like crap, and I have an essay to finish, but I haven't done anything else on my to-do list, which, let me pull it up. I have a few things, 7 things. I can make one be tomorrow. I'm gonna make one be tomorrow. It's not a good plan, but it's a plan. There we go. 2 of them don't have to get done at all. I could just not do May. It's already the 16th. I'm just gonna take those off. I don't need to do the bullet journal. It doesn't help me at all. It's gone. So now I have 4 things. Take the garbage out. I can do that. Read. I'm currently reading John Irving's A Prayer for Owen Meany, and I have this thing where I read the book in 10 days, and I don't think that I need to. Like, why am I reading it in 10 days? It makes no sense. I could read it in more days and just do more days. There's no reason why it has to be 10 days. I should be able to read the book how I want, for however long I want. I've read 30 books already this year, and it's May. I have time. I don't have to. I know I said I wanted to read 70 books this year, but I don't have to. I read 30. That's an awful lot of books. So I'm gonna read only until I am done reading and not worry about how long it takes me to read. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So that takes the stress out of reading. So I'm gonna read. Journal, probably just, I don't want to call this a journal because I like having written accounts. So I can do that, and that's not gonna take more than 15 minutes. I can get this done. I don't know why I'm not. I still haven't heard anything from University of Washington. I don't know if I'm going to hear anything from University of Washington, and I kind of need to respond to the other universities that I've applied to and say whether or not I've accepted them after they've accepted me. So I think the plan was to give University of Washington until May 31st before I say anything, or before I say anything to the other, like give them time, because just because they're on a different schedule they've already accepted freshmen and undeclareds. So they already have a basic understanding of who's there, and I'm going in as a transfer. I feel like waiting until June 30th does not help anybody as a transfer student, because not only have you possibly applied to other universities who have already responded to you, but you also have to find housing, and finding housing in June for a term that starts in September is not easy. Okay, the other thing on my to-do list is to put everything in my planner, so that's what I'm going to do, and just put on music or something and just do that. I don't know why I feel so dead today. It's almost done. The term's almost done. We're almost there. I'm done on the 22nd of May, which is a Saturday. I'm probably gonna finish before then, but if I don't, it's okay. It's fine. I can do it. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 things to do. Let's see, man. Oh, there it is. Never mind. Okay, so there's 11 things to do. I hate this so much. 11 things, then you're done. You're done for the term. I think I just don't feel great. I think my brain has just decided that that's enough, that we're done for however long. That you're supposed to get serotonin when the sun came out. Why am I more sad now that it's summer? Okay, well, I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna go. Go. That's me. Go. Y'all, I did it. I took the unnecessary things off my plate because they aren't necessary, and I got it done. Tomorrow it starts all over again. There's so much tomorrow. It's okay. You know what? I can start tomorrow today, right? I can get some of that done today. I'm gonna get rid of those too. I don't have to clean. I can back up my computer today. Yep, that's what I can do today. I can back up my computer today because it requires absolutely no effort on my part. Just plug the thing in. It does its own thing. I'm gonna do that and just take it off so that instead of having 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 things tomorrow, I only have 11. I can math. I do Korean tomorrow, but like Korean is what gets me going into the mindset of learning, so I'm not going to do that today. It doesn't help me to do it today, and I don't have enough brain power to do any of the school stuff. And then reading and journaling are things that I have to do on the days. I mean, I don't have to do them, but I can't do them ahead of time. It doesn't work that way. So yeah, I'm just gonna plug in and back on my computer now. Get that off my plate. It's 6 o'clock. I got a second wind. I edited and uploaded, well, scheduled for upload, 4 different videos for my main channel. I still have that on YouTube. They're not good, but they're up, or they're scheduled to be up. They will be up. And I went through all of the corrections on both of my essays, and I finalized them and I uploaded them, so those are done. And I'm not gonna start the new one because I don't want to start it and then lose it and then not be able to get it back. So I'm gonna do it tomorrow, and hopefully I'll have some kind of energy tomorrow. Morgan thinks I'm crazy. This might be TMI, but I had an entire can of corn for dinner on Friday. It is now Monday. I'm still dealing with that corn. This is my current read. I am like halfway done with it. This is what I'm reading next. I don't care. It's not on my schedule for reading next, but it just came in the mail today. I've already read the first few essays, the introduction and like a few essays, and they're great. I love it. I got this one, and so yeah, as soon as I finish this, which will probably be in 5 or 6 days because I'm tired, I will be reading this one. I got the second dose of the vaccine today. My arm hurts, but this lady was a whole lot better at getting me to relax than the lady for the first jab. So my arm isn't as sore as it was last time, which thank you, lady. Thank you, nurse. I don't know your name. And even if I did, I wouldn't like spread it on the internet without your consent. But she thought I was 13. She legit asked my dad for his identification card and for consent, like signed consent, and she had my card in front of her, so she had my birth date on there as being 1998. Yes. And she just, I don't know, but apparently I look like I'm 13. I mean, I guess, is that a good thing? I don't know. At least when I'm 60, I'll look 50. Is that a thing? Anyway, I got the jab, and I got a book, and I'm feeling okay. I'm having a hard time staying awake, but I'm also having a hard time staying asleep. It's like weird in and out of consciousness. I'll be watching something, and then I'll fall asleep, and then I'll wake up, and I'm on a completely different episode, and I have no idea how I got there, what's happening. And it's kind of weird because I'm watching School 2013. It's not great. It's not the worst. And having minimal context isn't really helping its case. I think I might switch to a drama that I know so that if I fall asleep and wake up again, I at least have some understanding of what's going on, because right now I'm really lost. It's the day after getting the vaccine. My entire body aches. I have a massive headache, which is not being made better by the amounts of sunlight in this room. I'm so tired, and the thing is, I have finals I need to get done. I have an essay I need to write. I can't function. I'm hoping it'll go away. I'm super grateful for being able to receive the vaccine. I know a lot of people aren't able to, and so I am grateful for that chance, but I'm not necessarily grateful for this experience. It feels like the worst flu I've ever had, which is considerably better than like COVID, so that's nice. But like, if I didn't just finish having my period, I would think that I'm winding up for a period, which I think says a lot about what those are like, which apparently is not normal. Anyway, I'm gonna have pizza pockets because I feel super nauseous, and those taste exactly the same on the way up as they do on the way down, so I'm not particularly afraid of those because I've realized I haven't eaten anything since I got the vaccination, which could also have something to do with it. Oh no, that's a lie. I had In-N-Out directly after having the vaccination, but I haven't had anything since then, so I'm thinking that might have something to do with maybe the headache part, but the full body aches I think has nothing to do with lack of food, because I've done that before and I've never felt like this before. This came in the mail today, and I'm very excited to read it. I'll get to it after John Green's book, because John Green's book arrived first. I don't blame you, but that's what happened. And if I need it before then maybe I'll look at it before then, but I do want to take the time to just read it through anyways. However, should there be something that I need, I do know where to find it if I don't already have it in my toolbox, and maybe it'll have extra bits that I don't already have, and then I can add it to my toolbox, so I'm excited to read this. Hello, I'm not done with finals yet. I'm currently working on them, but I did just go to my commencement grab and go, which means I have not my degree, but a piece of paper telling me when my degree will be mailed to me, which is sometime in September or October, so in a while. And I graduated with honors, so I have an honors tassel. I have a 3.8 GPA, which could drop to a 3.5 depending on how well I do with my finals. But unless I get lower than a 50 on my finals, I will still have all A's, so I'll have a 3.8 GPA. If I get lower than 50% on my finals, then I will have 2 A's and 2 B's, so I will have a 3.5 GPA. I'm having fun with this tassel. I think, honestly, the best part about spending hundreds of dollars on a college education is this string, which is really fun to play with. I'm also super grateful that my dad pushed me to go to college again after what happened the first go around with Cornish. So I'm super grateful, and that I had the opportunity to try again. That I had the financial stability and support system in place to try again. I'm super grateful for that. And we shall see where I go next. I don't know yet. I don't know. I could either go to Washington or I could go to Arizona. It really depends on what Washington says. So look out for that. And past Kat, you did it. You made it. Like, you didn't make it, but like you made it to here, which is way more than you thought you would. So future Kat, also, I'm feeling pretty good about myself right now, so don't you dare do something to mess this up. I am in the middle of finals, so I'm a little bit loopy. I have an essay to write tomorrow and 3 finals to take. They're due by Saturday and today is Thursday, so I have 2 days. So I'm thinking, boop boop, 2 a day and no distractions. I turn off the internet, except they're all online classes, so I can't do that. But I will attempt to focus. I'll see you guys later. Welcome to Productive Sunday, where I try to compensate for not doing anything for the rest of the week, which has apparently become a thing. It will soon stop being a thing, because this is my last week of school before summer, and then I just spat on my glasses in an attempt to get something off before summer. And then I have 6 weeks of not having to worry about it. But today, on the to-do list, I have to take out the garbage, do my planner. Actually, you know what? I don't have to do my planner. Want to know why? There's nothing to plan. Taking it off the list. I have to take the garbage out. I have to make my bed because I did laundry this morning and I have to redo my bed. And then I have 2 finals that I need to take that I procrastinated on all week. So, I have 4 things on my to-do list. Let's get go. It's been an hour and a half since I last saw you and I got my sheets out of the dryer and I took out the garbage. So I got 1.5 tasks done in an hour and a half. I'm gonna go take a shower because I need one, because that's gross and it's distracting me, and I feel like a shower would be a hard reset. Maybe I'll get dressed in real clothes and pretend that I'm going to like work or something. And then get it done, Kat. Took a shower. However, I'm not gonna get into clothes because I want to be comfortable. So I put on my comfy waffle shirt. Is that what it's called? It's like a waffle weave? Waffle shirt. I took a shower. I feel better now. I have Function of Beauty shampoo and conditioner because I'm fancy. Really, it's just because it was cheaper to get a customizable version of the shampoo and conditioner for my hair than it was to like go in and get it normally. Why are curly hair products so freaking expensive? Why? Anyways, I have the eucalyptus scent and my scalp feels nice and fresh now, which is nice. I'm just procrastinating at this point. Let's get started. Let's start with English A, medieval to, I think, mid-18th century. It's a lot of ground to cover. Beowulf, The Dream of the Rood, all the way up until, what was the last thing we read? A Sentimental Journey. Ooh. Just get started, Kat. Just do it. Okay, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I did it. This is a terrible angle and terrible lighting. I wonder if lighting from the front would help. Let's see. Let's experiment with this because I can't focus on anything right now. I copied and pasted all of my answers from previous answers that I've given throughout the semester. I don't know if you saw that. It's all my work. It's just not current work, you know? Does that count? It's still me doing it. It's still work that I did in this class. If that counts, great. If it doesn't, whatever. These are my notes. I was writing with pencil because I like the feel of it, but I don't like how difficult it is to read. So then I started writing in pen, and I write in circles so that it doesn't get confusing, but I can see how it might be confusing to other people. But essentially, like, this is one question, this is another question, and if I had to write a third question, going this way would be a third question, so I wouldn't confuse what I wrote for one question with what I wrote for another question because I can't read it because it's not in the right thing. Anyway, on my timer I still have an hour and 45 minutes left, so I got it done in half the time that was given to me. That's nice. It makes me worried, but also I normally finish tests early, so I'm gonna call it fine. I'm gonna change I'm changing it from radar when the alarm ends, because that triggers panic in me, because that's the sound that the e-cart phone made when it went off. And honestly, I still have nightmares about that. That job traumatized me near the end. I have nightmares about it. I can't listen to that sound without getting panicky. When I put a mask on, if I'm going into the store, I feel lightheaded and dizzy, like having an actual panic attack. Putting a mask on for any other reason, totally fine. Putting a mask on to go into that particular store, I can't do it. There's just is something in my brain. So like the 2020 working in e-cart in that store has hurt me. I still have nightmares about it. I still wake up about it. It's bad. What was I saying? Oh, I'm just changing the alarm. I'm gonna give myself that extra time to do whatever I want, because I had it planned out where I would take all of the time, and so instead of jumping straight into the next thing, I'm gonna have some food, I'm gonna watch some YouTube, I'm gonna maybe make my bed. I'm not gonna jump straight in, because if I jump straight in, okay, here's the thing. If I jump straight in, I'll be done sooner, and then I can lounge about for the rest of the day. However, I work best under a bit of stress. Not a lot, just a little bit, and my brain feels fried. So I think the best course of action is to wait until this goes off, and instead of giving myself the break that I had originally planned to give myself, I'm going to allow this extra timer to be my break, and then when it goes off, I start the next thing. That's what I'm gonna do. I have 2 things left for today. My essay final and making my bed. Making my bed, it's not a top priority, but it is a priority because I can't sleep on that right now. I mean, I could. I just prefer it to be made. So I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna watch some YouTube now. I apologize for any music you hear in the background. My brother is taking a shower, and for some reason he's decided that means he gets to sing and blast music. It's so loud. It's so loud. If I ask him to be quiet, he'll just get louder. So what I have instead are these, which I got when I got my laptop. Do you remember that deal? Do they still have that deal where you get one of these as a student when you purchase a laptop? Is that still a thing? Because that was a pretty good deal. This is great for blocking out the sounds of my brother. Honestly, I think I could withstand literally any roommate because I have learned to live with my brother. Maybe that's why people have more than one kid. Oh, like I can't think. Okay, I'm gonna do the rest of it like this. I can only hear myself. I don't know how loud I'm talking. Okay, so now I'm on to my final, my last final. It's the final countdown final. I still have yet to make my bed. I've done nothing for the last 2 hours. This is essentially the same thing as what I just did, only for mid-18th century to 20th century. So it's actually a shorter period of time. Albeit there's more literature in that period of time, because as we learned with the early 18th century, publication became a thing. Like major mass publication became a thing. So more people could read and write, and more people could publish. So there's more works, but it's less time. Once again, I have 200 minutes, it's 3 questions. I have to go to the bathroom, but he's taking a shower. He won't be out of there for like an hour. Who's home? Can I pee in the sink? I'll hold it. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay, English, final. 시작 하자. You're not coming with me. 시작하자. You are coming with me. I'm gonna make you come with me. I'm gonna time-lapse this so you can watch me struggle. Here's the question. Do I do it this way so you can see my face? or do I point you at the computer screen? I'm gonna point you at the computer screen because I've been picking at my face and I don't want to see what that looks like when I'm editing. I also have been eating my lips. I don't know if you can tell. Don't look too closely. I've been eating my own mouth. I do it when I get stressed. That's what this is for. A, it tastes bad. B, it hydrates and heals. Not spot on. What I like about these is that it says it's an essay, but he says, feel free to use whatever structure works best for your responses. This could include bullet points, outline form, or standard paragraph or essay patterns, as long as the response engages in the analysis and conclusions required by the topic, which means I could do literally anything, which is very nice. Okay, well, I'm gonna set up the camera first because otherwise I'm not gonna get this done. And then I'll start so that I'm not starting while there's still, like, while the timer is going. I'm also gonna set up the timer here. Okay. Nope, he's still being loud. Okay, I'm gonna continue with this. The problem with this is that I wear glasses and this presses my ears. So it, like, after a while begins to hurt. But hopefully I won't be here for 200 minutes. I'll be done early. So, breathe, Kat. I don't know if the caffeine was a good idea. Does anyone else hate drinking out of cans? I don't like that little ring divot in the can that can get, like, dirty, and then, like, your spit gets in there and then the drink gets in there, and then I prefer to just put it into something else. And this is a pint glass, and so it holds an entire can of beer, if you're into that, or an entire can of soda, which is what I'm into. Okay, I'm really just finding anything I can do to procrastinate. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna go to the bathroom, then I'm gonna start. Plan. It's so loud. Why won't he turn it down? Done. Halfway through Morgan left, which was nice. I took off my headphones, so now my ears don't hurt. These aren't my ears. My ears don't hurt. That was awful. I pulled a lot of it out of my butt. These are my notes this time. Notice how I changed my system. Most of that was just pure horse crap bullshit. It was not good, but it's done now, right? And then that's all that matters, is that I got it done. It's done. I have an hour and 50 minutes left, so it only took me 5 minutes less than the other one. I am thinking that I just go faster than the time that's given to me, which is totally valid. Some people need that time, and I have never been one of those people. So I'm trying not to psych myself out, but I'm done with everything. I'm done. Done. Oh, it felt good to close that page. I'm never going to be able to log in again because I just can't. I probably shouldn't have done that. Oh well, I'm going to check that off. I'm done. Woo! Honestly, I have no idea what I just did. The only thing left is to make my bed, and I have to do that before I sleep, so it will definitely get done, but I'll keep you posted. I'm going to spend the rest of my 2 hours doing something else, because I gave myself that time, and I'm going to take that time for myself. I did it. All of the things I meant to do today are done. I have nothing left to do today. Tomorrow, I have Korean that I'm self-studying, so I'm doing that tomorrow. Reading, journaling, posting on Instagram, backing up my computer, cleaning. Easy stuff. That's exciting. But I really do need to clean. It's bad in here. Finals are over. Squirrels were mating and one of them just fell out of the tree. What the heck? It's making weird sounds. I'm gonna just let nature do its nature thing, but I will check that area later to see if there's anything I have to clean up. Because as much as I believe in the circle of life, I don't like the smell of the circle of life. And also we don't want like raccoons or possums or carrion eaters over there, because then it gets complicated with trash. Which we don't keep outside, we keep in the garage, but like it's close enough to outside where it becomes a problem anyway. I finished my finals and it feels great. I took off my watch, so I have no idea what time it is. I turned off all the alarms on my phone. I haven't turned on the lights today. It was pretty great. I had a good day. It was a pretty good day. Filled with absolutely nothing. Except squirrel sex outside. I take it back. It's not just 2 squirrels doing the do. There's like 6 squirrels and it's a full-out war. You can't see it because they're too small and like the yard is big and it would just be confusing. But there's a lot happening out there and it's loud. I just had an early morning conversation with George about the Korean number system and also counters. It makes no sense to me, but I'm slowly learning. Like, the only reason I can remember that it's native Korean for hours and Sino-Korean for minutes is because of TXT's Blue Hour, which I don't know the full title, like the full Korean title, but I do know it's Dasot Shi Oship Sambun, which is 5:53. So you've got Dasot, which is native Korean, Shi for the hour counter, Oship Sam, which is 53, and that Sino-Korean counting system until you get to 100 is relatively easy. You just need to know basic math, and then Bun is minute counter. And so by remembering that title, I can remember how to tell time in Korean. I feel like just with practice, I'll get better and I won't have to rely on a title of a song. But as of right now, that is what I do. But I'm so glad that I'm not the only one who's having trouble with it. And also that I know some reasons as to why there are 2 different number systems. Although I'm not going to say them now because I'm not 100% they are correct. I kind of just, I've made conclusions based off of what little I know. Thanks for that early morning conversation, George! So the other day I learned a fact. Learned? Learned. No, that's an adjective. Learned. I'm doing my head about this. I have absolutely no idea how to say what I'm saying. The other day I did not know a fact, and then I heard about the fact, and then I remembered that fact until I forgot it, and today I just remembered it because I took a shower. You know how when human beings come into contact with water, their fingers get all pruny? Apparently, and I haven't fact-checked this, apparently it's not because of some weird osmosis thing, which is what I thought, and I can't think of where I I can't remember where I picked that up from, so instead I just, acknowledged it as absolute truth. The other day, I heard that your fingers pruning is not a weird osmosis thing, but rather the nerves in your fingers retracting to make your surfaces more grippy so you don't fall down or lose grip on things. And it was an upsetting fact. What's more upsetting right now to me is the fact that I cannot remember how to pronounce the past tense of the learn. How to pronounce. I'm typing with one hand, and it's difficult. How to pronounce past tense learn. Oh, nope. Okay. Learned. Is learned a word? Learned. But how do I pronounce it? I've been told that they're both real words, but one is English and one is also English.
Learn it.
No, that's not what I want. I want the verb. Why won't it tell me how it's pronounced?
Learned or learned.
Learned. I learned this fact the other day, and I also learned, doesn't sound like a word, how to pronounce learned, which doesn't sound like a word. Also, learned is a word, but it is a word in English and not in English. I hate English.
Learned or learned.